folks. Well, we're here today on the Severn River. It's the first, what is today? May 16th, I believe. Anyways, we're going to be doing us a little bit of fishing here. Got a line out for pike. We're going to try and get some crappie. I got one crappie already. Nice one. Yeah, nice old crappie. Kenny's favorite. Yeah, we're going to see what else we can catch. It's a beautiful night here on the river. Sun's going down. It was an incredible day. Totally incredible day. As you can see, she's slowly setting over there. So, frogs are calling over there in the background. We got some minnows on, and we're hoping for some heated up action here on the old river. Now that is a sunset. And as you can see, not a soul. Gotta love it. So, keep tuned, and hopefully we'll give you some action. Going to throw some big gulps on for crappies here shortly and drift over the weed bed. Right now we're in about 16 feet of water, right on the edge of about 20 feet of water. And we're marking the odd fish on bottom. Beautiful day though. Well, of course, one of the problems you're going to run into fishing alone trying to run a camera is that you can't always catch every fish on film. And I just lost a pretty big pike. He bit my line off. And so I was retying my line. I actually grabbed a jig, put the loop through it, had it all ready to tie, and then got ahead of myself and put the jig on the minnow on the jig and threw it over the side, but forgot to tie my line. So now I got to tie it this time. Do it all over again. Still haven't quite figured out how I did that yet, but it's one of those things that always happen. The one thing that you're never going to see is me fishing in a big expensive bass boat that most people can't afford. I got this old beat up boat, old beat up motor, and I don't even spend a whole lot on my tackle. I know everybody says fluorocarbon this, fluorocarbon that, but today I was at Canadian Tire and I priced 1 liter, a single fluorocarbon liter, 36 inches long, $9.98. I'm sorry, but for the average person, $9.98, it's bad enough we got to spend a lot on lures, which is why I don't use too many lures very often. But that's just ridiculous. I got the old black wire leader, and it works just fine. I've caught many incredibly huge fish on it. And we release them, big muskies, big walleye. You don't need that fluorocarbon. It's nice. Hey, if you've got the money, if you can afford that, you got yourself a nice boat, by all means. But for the average Joe who doesn't have a lot of money and you need to fish easy, right here. These little Zebco 33s are $29 and a $10 fishing pole, $39, and I catch everything on these little poles. Like I said before, Zebco should be sponsoring me, but they're not. I have no sponsors, just my job. And my wife. My wife sponsors me. So anyways, folks, make sure you tie your line before you bait it, before you throw it in, because it's just dumb. We're going to go crappie fishing here shortly. Folks, I'd like to mention the water temperature. I kind of missed on that a little bit earlier. We're looking at 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm in 8 to 10 feet of water. And just over here, off the bow, it's 25 feet deep within a boat length. And then I'm in this huge weed bed up here. All through here I'm in a huge weed bed where I'm fishing for my crappies with the old float. And I'm using the big gulps. And what I do is I'll buy a tub of big gulps. They're like 22 bucks, not cheap. But then what I'll do is I'll buy little packages of other ones. They're only 6 bucks, and I'll throw them in the big jug. And I might have something on there right now. Not sure. Nice sunset. Yes. So I'm talking about, folks. Nice crappie. Got him on a bobber just under the surface on a minnow tonight. There's a nice crappie, Severn River. And we'll get a few more here. We already got a couple. Oh. That's how you do it. Jig and a minnow. And the old bobber. I like the big gulps, but I'm going with the minnows tonight. I saw a couple hit the surface over there. And I put it right in the spot, obviously. And he took it. They're hitting the flies. And flies are out early. Surface temperature 62 degrees. And they're hitting. They're right on the surface. I have to reposition. Well, folks, we got 2 crappie tonight. It wasn't a bad night. Anytime you catch a fish, it's a good night. So anyways, I just wanted to bring us back in on the whole night. It was what I would call a success. But you don't have to slaughter them every time you go out. It's nice to catch a few fish. I had that big pike that bit it off. And then I threw that jig in with a minnow on it for somebody to take home. So anyways, it's pretty much that time of night. The mosquitoes are getting pretty thick. And just like you'll see on all the TV shows, Muskoka, it works. I like the spray form. That's what I use. But it's your personal preference. That's mine. So I'm going to fish here for a little bit yet for some pickerel. I've got a line in for a walleye. And it's going to be getting dark here in just a few minutes. So we'll see you later.